It doesn't hurt to try, right? Alright, so Tut is just like absolutely insane today. He's already like ran around this room, eaten a ton of crickets today and yesterday, but he is like hyper. I don't know what's wrong with him. I guess it's spring. Suddenly he has all this energy. He's not brewmating anymore and he just wants to run around. So he's gonna probably jump out of here and he's probably gonna run around. It's between that or him just clawing, trying to get out the whole time because he wants to run around. So we'll go with this option. I'm stalling a little. This video sucks. I am super bummed. Something awful freaking happened. Hi. Yeah, I had an awful loss. It was an adult female. It's hard for me to pick my favorite tarantula, but she is among my top 5 in my collection for sure. Back in 2019, I unboxed this S. Hoffmanni. And I was particularly happy to have this girl in my collection because she, at the time I thought, is the only New World tarantula that has a horn. So similar to the Tarantula species. That's like probably my favorite Old World genus just because I love their little unicorn horns. I think it's so cool. We don't really even know what they're for or why they have horns. And when they molt, they're like empty. So it's just like a weird little mystery in the tarantula world. And so yeah, I really wanted this species. I've made a lot of content about her. I've talked about her a lot on my channel, and to be honest, she is only one of 2 adult females in the entire country that we were aware of, me and several other spider breeders and vendors. I don't even know anybody who has a sling of this species in the United States. I don't even know how popular they are in Europe. This is just like not a common species to find. She did pass away. I've had her again since 2019. I did get her as an adult female, but I'm just absolutely like devastated. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't cry every time I lose a spider. I just don't get attached to every spider the same, but this one I absolutely was super upset about. Like I messaged several vendors and I actually talked to Tom Patterson. He did tell me some really interesting information I did not know about this species, but apparently these are not easy to breed in captivity, and as far as he knows, they haven't even been bred in captivity. This is because they actually are found in like mountains, like chilly mountains, and it's really hard to replicate their breeding conditions in captivity. I don't think anybody's really unlocked the secret. This was a weird loss though, I have to say. She actually did molt shortly before her passing. I really am suspicious that maybe something went wrong with the molt. I gave her water, she drank, I fed her several times after that, and she did take the prey, but she never got like fattened back up after the molt, and I am a little suspicious that maybe something internally didn't go right. I know I said a few videos back that the older and bigger tarantulas get, the more risky their molts become. It's hard to make videos like this because I don't really ever have a definitive answer for you guys. Like, this is what happened. And so I don't know if videos like this are helpful, so I don't make them too much unless there's like something I know for a fact, you know, that went wrong, that maybe could help you down the line or something. I don't have any answers for you guys, and I won't, like, and that's the thing. But I am sharing this because she was one of my most prized tarantulas. She's been on my channel a really long time. This isn't a species that I'm just going to be able to get another of, you know what I mean? And so that just makes it even harder because I just know that's not on the horizon anytime soon. I'm sorry to let you guys know of this loss, and I know stuff like this happens to you guys too, and maybe this helps you with whatever you're dealing with. I get messages quite often asking like, why did my tarantula die? And it's like, a lot of times I don't even know why my own tarantula dies, let alone yours, unfortunately. So having said that, I do have her old enclosure. I'm going to empty this out, clean it up, and we are going to reuse this enclosure. This is actually one of my favorite size enclosures, and I do have this Pamphibedia species tigress that really needs a rehousing. She's gained a lot of size. I've had her since she was a sling, and I just want to give her something bigger than your average large slider, because Pamphibedias, they just molt and get bigger and bigger and bigger so rapidly. So let me go ahead and clean this up, and we are probably in for a very hair flicky situation, but it should be fun and hopefully make this video less of a downer. So I have rinsed it out, cleaned it out, not 100% perfect, but this enclosure, it actually hangs out like right up there. So it's like one of the first enclosures that people see when they walk in. So I really want this one to be a nice enclosure. We'll start off the same as usual though, with some Reptis soil and probably just finish out this whole bag, especially since this Pamphibedius will probably utilize this dirt. We want to compensate for that though. We want the enclosure to look really nice because we might not see the spider all the time in it, right? Finish out this BioBlend stuff. You know, not the biggest fan of it. I do love my Reptis soil. It's good to add a little bit of texture, but for the price tag, I can just have some moss and wood chips on hand and do that. So I do want to use this piece of wood. All right, and we are going to finally use this hide. This is the big one. I've used the small one and the medium one, but this is the large one. I've been saving it for a special occasion. I also have the matching water dish that goes with it as well. Both of these are from Gummy House. I'll link them down below. They're actually in the description of all my videos because we do affiliate. So if you ever shop with them, you can use my affiliate code KAT10 and you'll save 10% and it helps me out. Just the same as with Tarantula Cribs, same code. Works on their website, does the same thing for me. So now as for this area, I do want to fill it up like, yeah, that's good, but should we do frog moss or this terrarium moss? I have a bunch of this terrarium moss and I do prefer frog moss, but I kind of feel like this moss almost fits the vibe of this enclosure better. And see, I can kind of shove it. Yeah, because like, look at those colors. This color looks better than this, I think. Yeah, I really like that. And since it is a Pamphibedius, we definitely want higher moist humidity. Can't talk. In honor of Persephone, we will be reusing her crystals. These are the crystals I had in her enclosure. Obviously, I'll give you guys a better view shortly. And lastly, we're going to put in the leaf litter. Okay. This definitely gives a very cute vibe, but it also is like very natural looking at the same time. And that's kind of what I was going for, you know? Best of both worlds. I really just like all the dark. There's like all the black and the hide in the dish, but then like this dark wood and the dark moss. It's a good way to honor Persephone by passing on her enclosure to another tarantula and making it even prettier and better. All right, so I will give you guys a better look in a minute, but I want to get this crazy little one rehoused. This is a really cool Pamphibedius. I've been growing it out for like a couple years now. I think like 2 or 3 years now. All right. She's gonna be mad. Trying not to get a face full of hair, but just pulling the substrate out of here is really cool. This was a gift to me from Crystal Palace Exotics at an expo one year. Insanely generous gift, might I add. So, haven't heard from them in a while. Hope they're doing well. All right, let's get you over. And she's kicking hair for sure. All right. Let's do a quick one. All right. That wasn't too bad. Oh, whoa, she looks so good. That was an awesome rehousing and I absolutely love this enclosure. Now, since this is a Pamphibedius, she might actually eat right away. It doesn't hurt to try, right? Oh, you look at her. Let's try another. Yeah, dude, she actually just ate. I'm kind of surprised, but I'm also kind of not. Please grow big and strong in this enclosure. I'd quite like that. We should name her another name from Greek mythology. And it's kind of crazy because Persephone is the goddess of the underworld and vegetation and queen of the dead. That's just an interesting name for my S. Hoffmanni. I don't know. Maybe we should just name her something simple. Should we name her Poppy, you guys think? I think that's a really cute name for her. And plus Poppy's like one of my favorite musical artists. So maybe we should just name her Poppy. I don't know. Give me some like good Greek mythology names and I'll debate between those and Poppy and kind of figure it out. But that's it for today's video. Like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram to use probably way too much. It's at Tarantula.Kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a website. It's TarantulaKat.com. Go check it out. Everything's there and I will see you guys soon. Let's get into our members picks.